I got something different today. It's a retro gaming kit for a Raspberry Pi Model 3 B+. A complete kit comes in a white box and everything is supposed to be included. So we're going to unbox this and see what's what. That's pretty good. So in here we have a retro gaming case. Two classic game controllers. A nice micro USB power supply with an on-off switch. Usually don't get those. The Raspberry Pi 3. What else do we have in here? This is our little SD card. A USB so we can transfer our ROMs. I don't think there's anything in there. Here's the instructions if you can see it or not. This is the second RetroPie I've built, but this is the first kit. Also, there's a cable that's been opened, and it looks like a book. So let's open the other items and see what's in here. So I'm going to set this to the side. And we're going to start with the gaming case. So it looks like a little Super Nintendo Entertainment Center. Comes with a tool, different tool than I've seen. It's got a little screwdriver in the end of it. I don't know if you can see that, little Phillips head to put it together, but it's still just an Allen wrench. The instructions says Raspberry Pi retro gaming case. Place the Raspberry Pi into the bottom, line the holes, place the top, and then while holding them together, screw it together. Pretty simple. So much for instructions. We'll set this to the side. Let's go straight for the Raspberry Pi. Just glued together. Open it up. If you've never done a Raspberry Pi before, this is it. This is the whole computer. Micro SD card. Just pop this bad boy open. Get rid of everything that's in here. Packaging. This is the adapter. We won't need that, but instead of me throwing it like I normally do, I'm going to set that one to the side. Something I may use in the future. This is supposed to be preloaded on here. This itty bitty thing here is the operating system. Should be able to slide in just like that. That's it. You just stick it in the back right there. So if you're wanting a fan, we'll jump off those. That's what I did with my other Raspberry Pi. Oh, the controllers. Let's look and see what these look like. I'm sure they're just classic. Yep. Just classic USB controllers. You might get a vinyl sticker to go over that. What do we got here? Oh, these are the cooling. So if you're not going to use a fan, these are going to go right here the power cord. It looks just like this. I'm not even going to open it. I know this is a good power cord. The HDMI cable, male to male. This is only a 5-foot one. Any computer display with HDMI works, or any of the new smart TVs works just fine. Finally, down to the bottom. There's nothing else in the box except for this quick start guide. Looks like this is a generic start guide, not dedicated to the Raspberry or the RetroPie, because it's talking about putting videos on here. You can use this as a streaming computer. You can also use it as the retro gaming, which is what we'll be using it for. So for now, instead of throwing this one, I'm going to hold on to this because I also want to make a media player, and this way I don't have to look stuff up. So I'm going to add that back to my box along with the HDMI cable that I'm not going to use. And I'm going to put the power cord and the game controllers back in the box just so I know where they're at while I'm installing this into the case. Let's move everything to the side real quick. I've applied the double-sided heat tape, and then what you'll do is just pull off the backing and gently press try not to touch anything else. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. Remember, this little container has a couple heat sinks. So I'm going to take out the larger one. I'm going to take the copper one that they gave me and I'll put in here. You flip this over and I'm going to put this on the RAM. Gently push. Doesn't need a lot of pressure. And it sticks. And the only reason I did that is this particular one has it's lifted. So there's plenty of room underneath there. Take our top, line it up, we're going to press it into place. Take our little bag of screws. Don't over tighten, there's no reason to. And we're done. After the power is off, you get your USB stick with your ROMs attached. And you put it in one of the ports. I'm going to turn the power back on. The power is up faster than my computer. Works just fine. I hope that this helps you in choosing your RetroPie to play some classic games. Let me know if you have any trouble, and please like and follow.